What's up, guys? We got just a few hours here to fish in the evening. After some cold snaps here, you can see I'm bundled up a little bit more. It's not terrible, it's a little windy, but it has gotten down into the 20s the last 2 nights, or maybe just one night. Tonight's supposed to get down and cool again, I think is what it is. With that, water temperature has come down a little bit. I'm looking at it right now. It's hanging about 69 degrees or so. So last time I fished last week was about 72, 73. So we're starting to head that way. I've got the whopper plopper, a football jig, and my regular skipping jig tied on again. We're gonna start with that. Let's get to the temperature where I kind of start thinking about tossing a jerkbait around a little bit too on some windy points or around dock corners and stuff to see if you can get some bites. Usually ends up being smaller keepers or spotted bass that end up taking that first, but it's fun. You can catch a lot of fish doing that. So I'm going to start off kind of the same thing though, with the shoulders leading into pockets and see if that has changed at all. If I'm not getting any bites there, I will probably go behind some docks a little bit further back, again looking for shad, and then I'm probably also going to try topwater again towards the main lake just because it's got enough chop on the water today. So we'll see what we get into in our short little time here. And maybe last time I said I catch a 4-pounder, we caught a 5. So maybe let's say we go for a 5-pounder, maybe we'll catch a 6 or a 7. We'll see what we get. First cast, a little guy off concrete block. This is the main lake point. I ended up stopping on a main lake point just because wind was hitting it and it looked right. So go. There's a nice one. Dipping the jig under a float on my shoulder. It's probably about 4 pounds if I had to guess. But he did pretty good again. Tied up some of my favorite colors jigs, which is just this green tinsel brown. I don't know, something about that green tinsel here in like the Ozarks. 430. It's a beautiful fish. We'll get her back in the water here. Little spot. Fish feel good when it's cold out since the water's still about 70 degrees, like little hand warmers. Right on the drop off. Got a feeling that's mostly what's kind of on these points up on the bank. Seems like bigger fish have been underneath something for the most part. Alright guys, we're going to call that the night here. It's about an hour and 40 minutes or so worth of fishing. So caught a few, one solid one or 3, whatever it was. Still shoulders into like little pockets and stuff. Seems to be the best bite for me with the jig. I had a couple other ones that I missed. I did miss about a 3-pounder on a whopper plopper. It came up real close to the boat, struck at it, missed. But I just don't have a lot of time to try what I want. I think I could do pretty good just running that shoulder pattern kind of throughout the day, especially if I had sun. So I think if I was fishing all day, that's something I would really look into. And then of course throwing top water in different areas and see what kind of bites you can get. I'm gonna head her in before it gets too cold, but we'll see if we have some time to fish tomorrow or then. Oh, there's one. Oh, he came back and short struck the crap out of me. Oh man, this thing came and ate it like a foot. My jig was in the water like a foot from reeling up, and this thing came and short struck me. Another 4-something pounder, like close to 5, just swimming it. 495, almost a 5-pounder. Gotta get her back. Not real big. Another short one. one here. Same dock though. Little fella on a buzz bait. So that's all I had time for fishing during the week. I did go out one additional evening and did not really do anything spectacular at all. I threw the jerkbait around a little bit on some wind-blown point, secondaries, a little bit main lake, and I think I had like 5 or 6 fish on the jerkbait, but they were all small, and I think every single one got off. I was just horsing them too much. I didn't really care that much just because they were small fish. So thrown top water around a little bit, and it's been really hit or miss. Mostly miss for me in the evening. I would be able to catch a couple, but it seems like I can do better throwing the jig or something around docks. Water temperature is slowly starting to go down a little bit more. It was like 67, 68 degrees or so before this kind of warm spell came in over the last few days. So that probably elevated it a little bit, but it looks like we're going to get a lot of rain on Tuesday, and that will hopefully get things cooled down a little bit more, get some more runoff in the lake. And then after that, the temperatures look like it's going to be in about the 60s. So maybe we will finally set into a little bit cooler temperatures, and the water temperature will start going down and fishing will get a little bit better. I've been hearing reports kind of all across the lake. It doesn't seem like one part of the lake is fishing really any better than the other. It can be hit or miss wherever you go. Tournament results, some people have been doing all right. Some people have been doing very poorly that normally have pretty decent weights. So if you're out there struggling, don't feel bad. Keep it up. Keep trying. It's going to get better. Topwater bite's going to get better. Fish will start moving a little bit more towards the back of the creeks. Again, for me, I'll just reiterate that my best bite, most consistent bite, has been about halfway to 3/4 of the way back on little secondary points, working my way into like the little side pockets. If I'm idling around and I don't see shad on side scan in that area where I pull over to fish, it seems like I have had almost no success fishing in those spots. So that's the biggest thing I've been looking for and trying to keep up on. I'll have some time to fish again this week, see if anything changes. I really, really wish I had more time to fish or had a whole day to fish. Maybe I'll be able to fish Tuesday in the rain, depending how hard it is raining, or if I do fish, maybe I'll be able to get footage, maybe I won't. We'll see. So that's kind of what's going on at the lake and a little bit of fishing I've been able to do. Try to keep everyone updated a little bit of kind of what's going on, at least up on the lower end. So good luck out there, and hopefully you can catch some nice fish.